Good afternoon, good evening, and or good night, depending on where you are in the world today. Welcome back to your Tuesday evening's entertainment. It is, of course, our Monsters of Mayfair, Hunter the Vigil, 2nd edition, Chronicle, set in a twisted and dark 1890s Victorian London. Without further ado, let me unmute the masses and find out what they are conversing about as I rush to finish setting up the rest of the stuff. So let's have a listen.
So in the Cyberpunk Red server, I think what I ended up doing is the full body conversion, but using nanotech. So he's basically the smoke monster from the Lost show. And after that, I'm trying to do medtech, druggy, that he makes the combat meds. So you play Willy Wonka from like Mad Max.
Damn.
Willy Wonka
That's crazy.
from Mad Max? That is a character vibe, dude.
Yeah. Here, have these chocolates. They're combat stems.
They'll help. Oh, everyone's waving at you, look.
What's up, micro nerd?
This says, sup, micro nerd. Just like to what? No, you can't. Daddy's streaming. Sorry, everyone. Lucy is about to go to bed, and she is now in the age, of the age where it's like, oh, I'll just try to prolong the going to bed thing a little bit.
Daddy, I saw an axolotl there.
You saw an axolotl, did you? Is that what you saw?
I have an axolotl somewhere. No.
It's an emotional axolotl.
It's missing an eye.
It is missing an eye.
Yeah, that's from Minecraft.
That is from in Minecraft. Anyway, kiss and a cuddle, right, monkey? Good girl.
That's on Minecraft. It's a new version of, hey, they took it from Fortnite.
Go on.
I bought an axolotl plush from Gatorland.
Gatorland is a great place.
It is.
Listen, I need to make an axolotl thing to like catch up on that trend.
Oh, hey, that's what I'm like. Why is it so quiet? With the exception of yourselves, and the answer is because I didn't have the watch together up because I'm an idiot. Give me a moment.
You keep talking shit about my friend. I'm about to beat your ass. Don't talk down.
I was perfectly fine. I was prepping everything, and then I was like, oh shit. There are many things that I have yet to to organize and to deal with. So, hi guys. It's been a week. There's the link in the old Discord for everyone. We may or may not have Lime with us this week. He is currently having internet issues, and naturally the internet guy turned up literally about 2 minutes before we started. So they may show up a bit later, they may not. We also we're going to be losing SAS soon, so they have engagements that they need to go to, which means we get at least 40 minutes of exceptional and on-point notes before we're just fucked for the next session. And
until it's all up to 8.
Yeah.
It's all up to me.
I gotta go fight Morgan Freeman to the death here in about an hour.
So we will hopefully have a slightly less ADD session from myself. But
My
we
money
have
for Morgan Freeman.
we have Tedo here this week who can represent on that front, so it's fine.
AKA challenge accepted queen.
Yep. Bet is how that goes. So very quickly, let's attempt to recap.
No, do I have any more rocks? No. No new rocks.
Back for a little bit. Okay, you just jump in when you can. It's absolutely fine. We don't want to start talking rocks, okay? Not today. So I didn't say this at the time, but just to confuse matters further, this is session technically by the timeline. It's session 5. It's actually session 6 or session 7 if you want to include the session 0. But session 4 was two-parter, so we did session 4 part 1 and part 2. So we're kind of a bit all over the place with those. It is all in chronological order on YouTube's playlist, so just if you're watching them there, that will be absolutely fine. It's more just to confuse note takers, really, that I'm trying to allude to that.
Technically, session 3 was a two-parter, 3 and 4.
Was it session 3 that was a two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brother, into oh hell no.
Brother.
And just a reminder, you should always go on to the YouTube, like, favorite, and subscribe.
And drop us a comment, because we've yet to have a community beat offered from the community in the comments. So please do feel free to drop us some comments, say who you think is deserving of a beat from the community, and they will get added to them. We'll get to the admin in a second. So, we had a wild ride last session, okay? I was exceptionally tired, recovering from illnesses, and we were just, I don't know, it was a mess, but somehow we managed to get some stuff done. So, I'll try and TLDR it as best I can, but we had a session, sort of a bit of a interaction with Enid's best husband ever, who, hang on, I have to remember his name now.
Emmanuel.
There it is. Yep. Basically, they kind of had a chat, brought in Archie, was like, hey, we've been seeing some shit, and that's why I've been a bit kind of, weird recently. And long story short, he was like, look, I don't want to institutionalize you, but I support you in what you're doing, and as long as you're not endangering yourself too much, then, it's good with him. And he's there to support. And then the next day he was like, Archie, here's money, make sure she doesn't die. And that was that. There was more to it. It was quite involved. Feel free to go back and watch it. It was pretty good. We also had I don't know if Tato is aware of this, because did you watch last session at all?
I speed read notes and I listened to about half of it. I apologize.
So Silas put the eyes in and got Eleanor to help.
I noticed that.
Yeah. So there's that. He now got them devil eyes, which is very cool. You went to the library to do a bit of research on the clues that you found in the previous session, namely the Berkshire House. Looked into a bit of the history and whatnot around it. It used to be known as the Shelburne House, and a Lord Rosebery and Hannah de Rothschild owned it. It was in the family up until about 30 years ago, and then there was issues, debts, and the house got sold. It's kind of a bit vague as to who owns it now, but people do reside there. It's believed that it is currently owned by the college, Royal College of Physicians, but nobody actually pays rent there, so it's kind of been left a bit up in the air. The others, whilst you were doing this research, I think Clara did some personal investigation that we will be keeping somewhat stum until revelations occur on that front. And then you're like, well, fuck it. Let's just go and see if we can speak to some people there, find out a bit more about what's happening. You rocked up, and on the way we realized that, indeed, Clara's been getting tingles every time Silas looks at her. So that's the thing. Basically, because they have the ability that means vampires or supernatural creatures, I believe, is that set her off. But
I just tend to have that kind of effect on members of the clergy.
Berkshire House itself seen better days, very run down. There was a chap at the entryway who attended the college, and after establishing that you weren't coppers, let you kind of know a bit more about the place and whatnot. There was a little bit of persuasion and a little bit of deception, but you kind of found out that Dr. Jekyll has a room here up at the top, and that he hasn't been seen for a couple of days, but that he's a very nervous guy, a bit of a shut-in. You were like, cool, well, we can go leave a note for them, right? And that's fine. So, all good. You head upstairs. The door wasn't locked. You tried the handle. You checked to see if there were any traps or anything, as all good adventurers do. But, yeah, that's true. Whilst this was happening, our ferryman, Archie, was like, cool, fuck you guys, I'm going off to do my own thing because I have a condition that means I get to fuck you over and not feel bad about it, that then gets resolved by a wee trip. So that was fun. You found the room, you went in, you saw that there was some, I say you saw, I believe it was the funky eyes that saw the runes that were around the doorway. And everyone was introduced to said funky eyes, and I saw the sketch. Thank you, whoever drew that on the map scene. Very appropriate.
Oh,
Thank you, my love.
you already deleted it, didn't you?
Nope, haven't touched it. I just changed the scene to the map scene. That's all.
I was proud of my little Clara art.
You want to go back and show everyone? I'll show everyone quickly. Fine. This one. I think it's this one. Yep. There you go.
Bottom left is what I drew.
Oh, wow, I didn't even see that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can we see that on the... Yeah, there you go. So, the if it wasn't obvious, that's what the demon eye pupils look like. It's kind of like fiery crow's feet pupils when they get activated. They have kind of like orangey, fiery stuff. And there is a picture of them somewhere. I will put that in place when we next have the eyes on show. All the while, Vidoma was not present. We will find out exactly what happened to them today. And I think other than that, what else are we dealing with? Oh, you found a letter written in essentially blood that essentially said the dark gift awaits. You also found a journal which detailed some experiments and other things. Although it did mention that an item given to you from the Dark Benefactor has been put to good use. Shackles restrict the change. There was more to that, which isn't in the notes, but I will remind you of that when we get there. And then in a drawer that was particularly challenging to open, you also found an invitation and a masquerade mask to state that you are cordially invited to join the parlor underneath the society something 2 days from now, 9 in the evening. Well, that something have that information as well somewhere.
Yeah, it's the party of
yeah, naturally.
I didn't catch the entire thing. That was the whole part.
It's alright, I understand. The Gentleman's
We didn't note it.
Society of Elusive Arts. And the bit that was missing from the journal was essentially mentioned the East End specifically. And that, I think, pretty much wraps up what we got up to last session. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for putting that in the chat. Let me just read this.
I'm just telling you now, if we go to the Society for Elusive Arts and it's just a bunch of kids trying to do abstract art by belly flopping on the canvas with ink, I'm killing everyone there. It'll make their art worth millions then.
Then you're helping them. Gross.
Well, yeah, you must help young aspiring artists by making sure their candle burns at both ends.
Adding their blood to the splatter of the paint is just profit.
So, before we do jump into things proper, let us get through the admin. As stated before, we do have a community beat, which if you leave us a comment below with who you think deserves a beat, we will add that the next session to the player that you think is deserving of it. To date, we haven't had one yet, so feel free to get those keyboards clacking and let us know who you think deserves one. We also have our table beat. So the vote from the last session was that Silas is deserving of a beat. So
this is what happens when you sell your soul for a bunch of eyes.
That's right. You also get your beat for being here, for turning up. That includes you, Lime. You were here.
Technically.
Yep. So that's the best kind of right accuracy, right? Technically accurate. And then we go on to aspirations. Did anyone achieve said aspirations in the previous session?
Did the investigation of the Berkshire house.
You did? Yep.
Yep.
Any more?
No,
I have not pickpocketed somebody very rich. I have not made special bullets, and I have not put a bullet through a high-grade supernatural heart.
Not sure if we've yet found what Hyde's been up to, so.
Everything.
Things, yes.
He has been everywhere. He's gonna be one of the Promethean vampire werewolf abominations. He's gonna drink a potion, but he's like, kill me!
Let me just very quickly read this.
Yes, Zing, I can see your notes.
I was gonna say, like, you in my head? Like, hello? What's happening? Okay, yep, cool. Okay. Yes, you do lose your condition. I think you get something from that, if I'm not mistaken. You did gain money.
Flyer miles?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm pretty sure you get something when you beat. Maybe it's only certain conditions you get something when you beat them. See, I think only some of them warrant a beat, is the thing. Yeah, it says It says if you get a beat when you resolve the condition in the actual conditions itself. And it doesn't state that in the one that you had, as far as I can see, unless I'm being absolutely blind. But it's fine. We shall move swiftly on. Okay, where to begin? Should we catch up with Vedoma and find out what their reason was for being absent on your most recent adventures, i.e., last session? We just retconned. We can retcon, but we basically stated that Vedoma was not present on the day that the Berkshire House adventures occurred, and this will be due to reasons we're about to find out. So,
well, depending on what it is, it might get one of my aspirations. So,
rewinding, we'll say 24 hours. Vedoma, you return back to your estate of employ. You could call it your family estate, but that's not really your vibe. You probably relate more to the other side of your family than to these people.
yeah.
And the last time you were out with a member of your family from this side of it was back at a certain seance where heads are literally twisted. Who were you at the seance with? Because I don't believe it was the head of the house. I think it was like one of the daughters or something.
Yeah, so it would have been one of her cousins. So I guess, yeah, one of the daughters, because it's the yeah.
When you return home, you have a small bedroom in the basement of the property, as is common for the help. Not adorned with a bedroom that warrants any semblance of status. It is essentially a cot and maybe a chair, maybe some drawers or a dresser, but it will not be the best. And you'll be summoned by the, we'll say the chief of, there's usually a chief of staff, like the head butler type figure, and then there's also kind of like a head of the female members of staff, like a matron type figure, as well. So it will be the matron, that will escort you to, not upstairs, but you'll be escorted to the kitchens, where a familiar figure will be awaiting you. It is the lady of the house. I think the lady of the house, that's right, isn't it? Florence?
Yep.
Miss Bennett. Your aunt on your mother's side?
Yes.
Yes. Very formally dressed, very proper, very, very... making you very keenly aware that she is above those around her. You can probably sense that she has a certain level of disdain for even being down in this area of the house. And she does not look pleased.
Ma'am?
Do you have a description of her visual? Slightly older woman, perhaps?
Oh god, I was just giving you a name. Hold on.
It's fine. Just if you had an idea, that's great. If not, I envisaged her to be someone very prim, proper, perhaps quite tight-lipped.
Oh yeah.
Not that I wish to put too much out there, but kind of maybe like a Snape type vibe. But if Snape was like a woman,
Okay.
very cruel individual, shall we say?
I'm trying to figure out what version. Okay, did you ever watch Once Upon a Time?
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe once, I think. Was that the one which had all the characters from fairy tales in the real world-ish?
Yes.
Yeah. And it had the guy from 28 Weeks Later in it as the leprechaun?
Remember, dearie, magic always has a price.
Is it that
Oh
one?
yes. Yes, the character was Rumpelstiltskin. Was the one that
yeah,
you're thinking
sorry.
of.
So yes, I
Rumpelstiltskin
have.
or Mr. Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm loosely aware of it. Yep.
Kind of around their version of Lady Tremaine from
Okay.
Cinderella, which I just sent over.
Okay, thank you.
The fact that Brad had put the actual old animated Lady Tremaine in there. And then Regina, the evil queen from Snow White, of course.
Okay. Cool.
I know these characters. So yeah. So like around the Once Upon a Time version of Lady.
Okay. So older lady, hair done up, all fancy, kind of in a. There's a name for that hairstyle which I don't know, but it's like a bun on top. She finally decided to come home. What have you been up to? Other than being a stain upon this household.
I've been assisting some companions with a project of theirs, but I have made sure all duties I have within this household were completed first.
You understand that your actions have caused a great deal of embarrassment to this house. My daughters have been bedridden. They tell tales of things that are frightening. And you took them to this place. You exposed them to such things. These are women who are set for grand things. Perhaps beyond your comprehension.
Ma'am, I did not take them. I was asked to accompany them. They took me.
Mm-hmm. And how would they come by such things, sheltered as they are?
That is not for me to answer.
You know, there are times that I regret upholding the traditions of this family. There are times where I regret that you and I share even a speck of blood. You do
Yes, ma'am.
so well at reminding me. You are... Oh, perhaps we are better returning you to your caravans. Perhaps we are better sending you back where you can find yourself a fellow canker, one who would be able to grace you. Help blacken your eyes, I think, is the tradition amongst your folk. No? No. But then there is honor. We have an agreement that we will house you, feed you. You, however, you can leave at any time. Feel free. Quit.
And where else would I go?
Oh, frankly, I cannot. You are to spend some time focusing on your duties. You say that you have upheld them. I will see to it that the matron watches your every move for the next day or so. Think long and hard on what generosity you have received from us. Should
Yes,
you
ma'am.
ever think to take my daughters to such a place again, agreements and honor be damned. She will
Yes, ma'am.
stand up, pat down her dress, clasp her hands in front of her corset, belly, around that area, and promptly leave the room.
Duties, matron?
The matron is a slightly portly individual. She can be quite a harsh mistress at times, however, she will nod over to the nearby stove. There's still some soup left for you. Help yourself to some bread from the pantry. We'll see to your duties tomorrow. I think you've had more than enough of a telling this evening.
Yes, ma'am. And she just sets the rest of her day.
It'll be a very simple soup. Like, it's the staff's food.
It's
potato
trash.
and leek, probably like
Yeah.
a thick thing, but yeah.
It's trash, but it's stick to your ribs trash.
Yeah.
Whatever was going bad just got thrown in a pot with some water.
Lots of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we will assume that explains your absence for the day.
Yep.
The following day, you will have the lion's share of the household duties to be doing, and the matron will be on you. But she, rather than being harsh with you, she is kind of being like the softer counterbalance to the lady of the house until there is one of the nobility of the house present, in which case she will clip your heels, bully you a little bit, but when they go, she's very soft touch.
Which is very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because, fuck's sake, man.
The insult, by the way, was apparently a very old school Irish Romany slang term. So I saw your
Well done.
confusion there. I was like, no, it's legit. Please, leave
No,
me.
no, that wasn't confusion. That was like, oh shit, he actually...
Yeah,
Not confusion. Not confusion as to like, what the fuck is he saying? Confusion as to, fuck, he knew that?
I tried.
GMs do
I
research?
tried. I
What?
tried.
It was impressed.
I
It was confused pride. Let's say that. Like, I was tweaking, but I was proud.
That will bring you up to speed timeline-wise. We will assume that Archie is returning on the train the following day. It took him almost half a day to get up there. He'll be returning, so he may or may not be around by kind of late, early afternoon today. But that is what it is. I believe we had a Clara. You were returning to your church. I think was correct. Was that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I got dropped off at my church.
Yes, you did. Okay. Please feel free to describe your, I guess, matron again. Is it matron of a church? That
Mother Superior.
Mother Superior. Okay.
Or an abbess.
So you.
Well, yeah, but it's not an abbey.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
So you have returned to, essentially, confess, I believe?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like confession, but it's not confession in the traditional sense.
Okay. So it's not you go into a cubicle, sit and
No.
speak to. So it is a one-to-one.
Yeah, it's like an accountability type thing where you're actually saying this to the person who holds you accountable for it before you take it to confession to bring it to God, religious, all this. But
Okay. You will head to your church. Your Mother Superior, describe her.
She is an older woman, kind of like very. I don't have like an image for her. Just think stereotypical, like, yeah, that's a nun, right? Like she's in the full garb, like she is done this her whole life. She carries herself very, very well, very. There's no mistaking her station within the church.
Okay. And you will return. Finding her at prayer, having lit a candle, and quietly praying.
So Clara will come up basically like behind her and to the right, not even with her, not close to being even with her, but enough that like she can see that Clara is there, and Clara will kneel down and join the prayer as to not interrupt it.
Okay. After a few moments, prayers ended. She will blow out the candle, stand up, and turn to you with a tight smile. Tea?
Yes, that would be quite nice. It's been a while.
She will gesture towards her office, a room off to the side of the main chamber. And she will pour you both a very hot peppermint tea. She will sit down behind her desk, gesturing to one of the empty chairs opposite. You have words you wish to share with me?
Yes. And she'll like hesitate for a moment and kind of like look down at her hands, like playing with her fingers, kind of like children when they know they're about to get in trouble, like very fidgety, not sitting still. Before she looks up, and I've been curious and fallen back on some of my less than righteous habits.
I understand. Were these to sate a vice? Or were these necessary?
I would like to believe that they were necessary to assist my new friends, but in part they were for myself as well.
I see. You enjoyed indulging in these activities.
I know that I should not have, but it would be a greater sin to lie and say I didn't.
To acknowledge and be able to distinguish the reasons for these is, I believe, a step in the right direction. Clearly, some methodologies are unfortunately necessitated by the work that we do. Acknowledging and understanding that while they may be needed, they also are not they shouldn't be indulged just for the sake of it. If you look at the bigger picture, these would benefit, perhaps aid your goals for the greater good. Were there other methods you could have used to achieve the results that you did?
I don't believe so. I believe that for the sake of others and for the work that we're doing together, I had no other options.
And what is it you seek from me? Absolution?
Reassurance.
There are times that you will be required to do things that you might not be happy doing. There are times that you will find yourself having to reason these activities against your conscience. From what you have said, you have begun to develop something of an understanding that what you're doing is wrong, but the reasons for doing them were just. This is not an easy thing to recognize, especially when you have come from a situation perhaps where these necessities were simply an everyday requirement to survive. I would say do not dwell on the negatives. Focus on the fact that you understand that this was perhaps not the way that you would wish to achieve your results, but certainly something you perhaps know you should be trying something different going forwards. There often is another way, given enough time to dwell on such things. Unfortunately, without the specificities of the task itself, it's difficult to be too clear. Oh, bye, Sass. She had to go.
Cora will look back down at her hands again. It's difficult to understand that I must do things I know better, but I'm not always given the luxury of time to seek other options for the sake of protecting others from the evils of this world.
Think on this. You arrived here from a less than savory background. She'll hold a hand up, and I say this not to judge. Everyone has their own story. But those actions, those activities, those things that you did were all part of your path. They set you on your journey, and you arrived here. Were some of those things questionable? Were they illegal? Were they immoral? But they have set you on this path. The ends do not always justify the means, but understanding right from wrong and the reasons for it, I think you'll find you're a step in the right direction. And as you have stated, if they are used for the protection of others, is that not a lofty goal in of itself?
I suppose I want to help them. It's these people, they're all so different, and I don't always see eye to eye with them, but the goal that we all share is to make the world a better and safer place. And if I must do things I'm not proud of, the benefit of others, then you're saying I should continue?
There are sometimes things in life that may seem cruel or heartless. If, say, you have received a wound in your arm. You treat it. You try to do all that you can to recover this arm. The treatments don't work. You must sever the limb to save the whole. The task of removing an arm may seem unjust. You are limiting the abilities of the individual to function as they could before. In of itself, something of a horror one might envisage. However, in doing so, you allow them to continue their life. They are able to live. The infection is stopped. Sometimes it is necessary to do things that we do not necessarily like in order to achieve a greater good. And the understanding, the distinction that doing such things as opposed to reveling in it is, I believe, where part of the distinction should lie. These activities, are you able to elaborate?
She'll hesitate for a moment and kind of bite her bottom lip. I seem to have found myself in a situation where I'm being directly confronted by the true evils of this world, and things very clearly not of it.
Do you need me to consult with... I'm trying to think of the term, but do you need me to consult with HQ? I can't remember what the term would be, but basically, yeah, I can seek guidance on the matter, should you wish. If you feel it would be helpful.
Admittedly, the things that I have seen, I'm not sure even the church would believe it.
Then what assistance do you need from me?
You have already assisted greatly. I suppose your counsel has always been helpful to me, and knowing that even if I must do things I'm not proud of as long as I continue to do it for the sake of others and not indulge in myself, that I am still on the path that I truly wish to be on. I suppose that will have to be enough.
The path that you take may indeed waver, but the destination is always the same. I'm happy to assist you on your journey, and will do so as long as I am in position to be able to offer that assistance.
Thank you, Mother Superior. It means a lot to me to have your support.
And if you do need me to consult with others on more delicate matters, it may take some time, but let me know and I can deal with it through the appropriate channels.
Right. Thank you. I need time to think and to pray.
Do not let me keep you from that.
Clara will, bow her head a little in respect and then leave to go pray and then head back to the sanctum after that.
Okay. Damn it, Brad. Okay. Just
Mm-hmm.
you're looking at a different book today. All right. I think that's.
Is he though?
Yeah. Did they tell you about that as well? Did they? I think that's us caught up with everything. Silas, are you doing anything this evening, or are you kind of you've been to the house? You've tested your new eyes.
Yeah. He's gonna be just at his forge working on more bullets. And probably working on a prototype long gun.
Okay.
Nothing serious.
Like a hunting rifle type.
Yeah, something. Most hunting rifles are made for "quote unquote" hunting.
Mm-hmm.
He's now that we have hi, we just ran into a ghoul. I shot him in the head 3 times, and he still didn't die. So he's working on the blueprints for a firearm that is designed to hunt the things that he's after.
Okay.
It ain't ever gonna happen, but it's a busy project.
Understand. Okay. Following day. Clara, you are back at the sanctum. Silas, you are also at the sanctum. Archie's traveling back on the train, I assume. Let me just check the notes that Sass has just given me here. That's fine. Enid isn't at the sanctum today. It's so annoying being historical sometimes. You're like, oh yeah, she just sent you a text, she'd actually know, but nope, that there is no notification. She just doesn't turn up.
Bird comes into the window.
So, Vidoma, you are released from your activities. You are no longer under the scrutiny of the matron, although everywhere around the house you kind of get that supportive kind of soft smile from the help, but anyone of standing will kind of just... You're almost getting that tut, that sneery, snidey bullshit.
That's traditional at this point.
They're just following the lead of the head of the house.
Yeah. It's like, I'm used to that at this point. That I can deal with.
The party will be not today, tomorrow. You have a day, or in fact, sorry, you have 2 days. So not tomorrow, the following day. You don't know anything about that yet. I'm just letting you all know. That's your timeline. Essentially, you have 48 hours free.
Lovely.
Well, I don't have any more demon organs to implant in myself, so bullets, bullets, bullets. That's right, motherfucker. I do have social backstab.
Grabs a pasty, yeah. Are you heading to the sanctum today? Vadum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a fucking break.
Fair. So you will arrive.
Probably looking tired as shit.
Yes. Clara, what are you up to?
Outstanding.
All right. Silas, you're just rifle making. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rifle designing, bullet making.
So Silas will be busy in the forge armory area as you arrive at the sanctum.
Okay.
Clara is around. Doing
somewhere.
Something.
She's praying rosaries.
Yeah. She's somewhere.
Oh dear.
Oh, sorry about that. Side effect of the eyes.
Eyes, what are you?
Oh, what? You actually brought a dog here?
No, what eyes?
Oh, it was a joke. Come on, you can help out.
I was gonna say, because she wasn't there for that.
I'm working on the forge. Anything you want me to make? A knife,
nothing I can think of.
steel hairpin, stiletto, bayonet, steak,
No.
claw-hander.
It's like she just looks so confused.
Are you just going through the weapon list right now? Is that what you do?
Yeah, literally. You want something? Come on, I got the forge going on. I've been making bullets all day, and you can only get so much lead in your system until you start pissing red. What's going on? Well, you want something made?
One moment, let me fight this actual dog.
Let me fight this actual dog.
There's a werewolf in the building. Get it!
Absolutely unhinged.
What are
statement.
you doing
Yes.
in the sanctum this morning?
There. Fucking.
Whilst we're figuring this out.
She is like just reading and like kind of staying to herself, like mulling over this situation that she's in and what she's learned and what she hasn't learned, and
Okay.
just she does not seem to be her normal self at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, the Adoma. Ask for something to be made. What do you want? Ah.
Was that phone call? Was that what that was? Okay. Well, we are almost halfway through the session. Do we want to take a quick 5?
That would be smart.
Yep, we'll do that.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I'll run to the bathroom. We'll take 5, and we'll be right back. I'm gonna throw up the intermission stuff so you can see the adverts, and we will be right back.
Oh, yikes. That was a phone call from Sismig. I found out what the dog was barking at.
Oh.
Kinetic, internet salespeople.
Yay?
And they woke up Ari from his nap. So she was calling to say if they knock on your door, promptly tell them to fuck all the way off. Like, oh.
I think you need to go back to town, and that's the way you just came. Clatch, clatch.
Pretty much. Yikes. Yeah, that's bad. Sorry, I'm good.
It's all right. I'm just gonna run to the toilet. We're just taking a quick break. I didn't know.
Well, how fucking dare you?
I know. Sorry. Well, I mean, I could
okay.
Piss myself here. I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Lord, we are all over today. Heh. Anyway, hi guys.
As to the recent design, have you seen the TikTok?
No, I have not. I'm sorry, I haven't been on lately.
Don't apologize.
I will always apologize,
It's a
and
little-
you can't fucking stop
A
it.
little something like that in a box.
Hmm. Oh, that's the newest one. I'm talking about the one before that.
So, yes, I've seen the newest one. No, I haven't seen the previous one.
Yeah. October
I
on
came back
the
first.
giant wheel of random bullshittery. I rolled religious. Next month it'll be witchy fiction. I am trying to pull it up, but I've got to fight TikTok real quick.
That makes sense.
Is it your backline?
Loud noise warning.
I feel like that should be on the door anytime I'm in a room.
Ooh. Hello. Bro, that's dope.
Yep. I started with the base image of the gargoyle, the red one from the Gargoyles cartoon.
Yeah.
And just started fucking with it from there.
Nice.
So I can't
That's
take full
awesome,
credit
dude.
for it.
Looks awesome, dude.
Hey, Brad, what is your Etsy shop again? Just,
Let's stop it on. Let me get you a link.
I'm already on it.
put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
I got entirely too ADHD by your song choice for that video, Brad. Girl was over here straight vibing to that bass line, like holy shit.
I did minor in psychology. I picked the songs for a very good reason.
Oh god.
Well, it sounds like we're all back.
I mean, no, Lime's not here.
Who? Do the sass. Who?
This isn't here. Yeah, let's talk about people that are actually important. Sass isn't here.
So.
Oh shit, I can dip? Sweet.
Sass is
Shut the fuck up.
Let's switch back. Silas is working, offering his services. Vidoma is at the forge area, looking confused. Let us continue.
I mean, I'm here in the forge. I can make you just about anything. What do you want?
I would not even begin to be able to tell you. I don't know.
Can you fight?
Can I? With my hands.
Outstanding. That tells me exactly what I need to make you. I need you to give me an aesthetic. And he looks her up and down. Got it. Thanks.
Okay.
This won't take me long.
She's just error 404 blinking.
I have a seat if you want. It's fine. Unless you got other stuff to do. I realize you're a very busy lady.
I'm not meant to be near tools.
Why not?
It's just how our family is.
Are you
No.
offended by them?
No. I would not seek to make your work unclean.
Why would you make my work unclean?
It's a Romani thing.
Sweetheart, but I've seen a lot of very rich people far more filthy with more blood on their hands than you've got in your entire life. Come here, I'll show you. Careful, you're talking to a smith. Don't offend. And he... Your turn. You can tell me to go fuck off. I'm not going to be heartbroken. I'm going to show
The
you something.
visions of my father's people are all I have of him right now. And I would stick to them more tightly than manners in following you and just allowing it.
All right. If you don't want to have fun, I understand.
Fuck you.
You're not my wife. Carry on.
That's probably the first time you've seen her smile all day. Like, she looks exhausted.
Give me about an hour. I'll have them done by then.
And so, kind of just be checking on everybody, trying to see what people need.
The only other person in the sanctum currently is Clara.
who is very depressedly reading a book written in Latin.
She'll walk over and we'll stop nearby, but just kind of wait.
She'll like look up. Did you need something, Vidoma? Sorry, I was kind of lost in thought for a moment.
No, it's alright. I meant to ask that of you. He is working. I'm kind of scrambling for something at the moment.
Not anything I can think of, unless you can make a half-decent cup of tea in this place. I cannot do so for the life of me. It is not a skill that I possess.
I will make us all something, yes. This I can do.
That would be lovely. Thank you very much, Vidoma.
Yeah, of course. I'm scampering off upstairs because I have cleaned the entire top floor of this place at this point. If I have to, I'll start fucking making repairs.
Remind me, your aura thing. You
Yes.
actively have to be engaging that for it to come into effect, or is it always seeking out things that are essentially not human?
Usually
not
it's
normal?
something. I think it's something. It's like I have to spend a willpower to turn it on.
Yeah, okay. So it'll be active for a scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
So
Just checking.
every now and then she might, but she sees no reason to around these people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of gas to burn.
That's all right. She just goes to see her boyfriend, and she's fine.
You harlot.
Well, my family already thinks I'm cursed. Might as well add slut to the list.
No, it would be harlot. I don't think the term slut was commonly used. It would be
No,
It
wasn't.
would be harlot.
No, I know.
Or
I'm
a
just being
half-breed.
tarred.
The
Nothing like being reminded on the daily you're a ditty coy whore.
Actually, Zhang, you are incorrect. The term slut was first used in the Middle English in 1386, and by the late 15th century was prominently already
Alright.
being in use. So yeah, calling someone sluttish would be
okay.
the correct
my
term for
my
the time.
Google foo was off point, should we say?
Inferior.
I
sir.
did search, and it was harlot was amongst one of the favored ones according to Google, but it's fine. Forgive me.
Also, it's apparently just another word for a kitchen maid in the 15th century. You just all your kitchen maids were sluttish.
I'm not gonna go and actually a derogatory term. So
who had the evidence from the Berkshire house? Out of curiosity.
the person who's not here.
Was it all? I thought you looted the drawer.
I looted everything and then handed it to the nun. The nun handed it to Sass.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
However, I stole her whole handbag and we have it all here.
Okay, convenient. Yep. Fuck's sake! Like, I would have to ask as well. Does Archie have a Peaky Blinders like razor blades in the hat thing? I think we've asked this before, but let me know. I mean, you were all there, so you're all aware of it. Even if Enid isn't here, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least, so that's fine. You go make a brew. I'm assuming you're making some like brass knuckle type thing or something there. Silas is where my brain went to, but I'm sure. I'm sure
specifically,
you can come up with
he'll be-
something. Yeah.
Specifically, he'll be making a pair of cestises
Okay.
that are designed to look like jewelry decorations. I'll be sacrificing one of my silver bullets to put silver studs in the knuckles.
Okay. Sounds pretty cool.
So, I can roll if you like.
Yeah, give me a crafts roll. Why
Sounds
not?
really rad. It does sound
Far-
really fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up reminds me of one of the weapons from Dark Souls 2.
Went, and then we turn on 9 again, and blow that. So we're looking at that, and submit.
All right. Well, congratulations for the first group beat of the session. Fuck's sake. Critical success. Congrats. You achieve exactly what you set out to do. Fancy bits and all.
Mm-hmm. We make it look like it should fit, not like it's prim and proper. So it's brass and it's stuff like that, not gold. So it fits the station, so she can hide it.
Okay. Very cool. It doesn't
Really
need only
sweet.
take you an hour to do. Fucking first roll. Just here's a crit.
First roll, man. Casual.
Nice.
He's just vibing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll present it later.
You're currently making tea.
Okay. The day progresses. Tea is drunk. Weapons are crafted. We will assume that at some point Archie returns from the station, so it will be after lunch at this point. Condition met, dealt with.
Mhm.
Sorry, 2 seconds.
No, how dare you?
We'll retcon anything we need to about what they tell you about why they were away, where they've been, and whatnot. It's up to you if you want to do the same. All of you kind of had your own little things going on.
This is true. She will at some point stop and just sit down, just... Right. What did I miss?
Right. Well, we did go to the... I'm going to call it a halfway house, because let's be sure it's halfway in the gutter at this point. We had a nice little conversation with an individual there. Apparently, a lot of students from the college are living there because, rent-free. You can't beat the price of free. We found out that the good doctor had his own little abode at the top level. We went there, found out that the same runes on our archway that stops the Strigoi, which I assume the others are for all the other fucking monsters out there, but those runes are on the inside of his doorway, so he did have some sort of anti-Strigoi ward. It's some kind of jiggery pokery. The good Meulen here should be able to elaborate on that.
Oh, she's not here.
Something to keep the monsters away.
Yeah. We found out that those markings weren't on the windows, though. So the door was protected, but the windows weren't. I don't know if that's important or not, or maybe, like most smart people, he just didn't think of something like that, but it works out. We pulled a couple different things out there. I think there was a letter, an invitation, and a letter with all capital letters in black red ink. And he says ink by making air quotes, ink. And here, we just so happen to have the evidence for your purview. That piece of paper there is the one with the blood on it.
Oh, lovely.
Yep, and apparently he's been invited to a masquerade of some sort.
It's a fairly common thing.
Sure. But that...
Among people who can afford to go.
Yeah. that whole eye with a skull in it
Hmm.
has popped up again on one of them. Which, personally, I still think it means the Inquisitors, but that's just me being me.
You could be correct. I would not know.
Nor would I. So right now, the only leads we got is that ball, and I don't think we've been to Mr. Hyde's personal room at the college. We went to his lab, but not his personal quarters, and it's going to be a lot harder to do that at that college. Unless I'm mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
So your clue stuff, you're right. The eye symbol.
God!
Hi. The eye symbol was on the wax seal of the letter that basically just said this is the one written in blood that the dark gift awaits. The masquerade ball is happening not tomorrow night, but the following evening at 9 p.m. in the it's the Gentleman's Club of something. And you have the journal, which states that the gift from the benefactor was useful in shackling something and preventing the change. This also alluded to a location under the East End.
So, tonight we can go and check out underneath the East End and just do a little bit of trolling. And then the following night we might be able to infiltrate the masquerade, backdoor servants to see if anybody's like, "Rah, monsters!"
You don't want to dress up in the masquerade and go in through the front door? I thought guns blazing was the American way.
Absolutely it is, but if you can go through the back door, that's always the better option. If you notice, we're not in America. We're in wherever this is.
She will actually like put her hand up to her like face and rub the bridge of her nose. She's just like, oh god.
If we're gonna go on guns blazing, I need to make you a gun. Nuns with guns, I like that. I need to write that down.
Madoma just kind of chuckles. Just thank you both. I needed this.
You're fine. It's always nice to be around some chuckle fucks.
You're welcome. But if I'm going to carry a weapon, make me a sword I can hide in a dress.
Actually, there's a couple like that. Maybe a gladius. Well, looks like I know what I'll be doing when I get back from trolling in the fucking underbelly of the East End. Oh, wait, no, there's a whole bunch here. Shink goes over, pulls one of the ones that were already in there.
There's a whole bunch of old weapons up there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to be incredibly sharp, but I can fix that later.
Make it sharp, put a cross on it. We're good to go.
If you give me a rosary, I'll emblazon that into the hilt.
She literally pulls out her rosary and hands it to him immediately as if she was an excited child.
See, I understand. The Battle of Lepanto is where they actually had the rosary, and they were outnumbered, I think it was 600 to 1, and it was the rosary that won the day.
She will look him dead in his creepy ass glasses. Dea's fault.
Ave Christus Rex.
Madoma just looking confused as fuck.
So, are we going to do the East End thing? Because, like I said, that's just a red herring. We're just trying to see if anything stands out. Or do we want to kind of wait?
It perhaps would not be hurtful to look.
Yeah, just see if we can't see any kind of weirdness about there. Or, after all, we got many different methods of detection. The sad part is our investigation powers have left us at this time.
Yep.
We're gonna have to rely on like supernatural bullshit to be able to find anything.
Convenient. And she'll like motion up towards Silas's glasses.
But you're the one who can sense when bad guys are looking at you.
You're
I still don't know
making
how that
motions and
works.
words at his eyes. What is happening?
Oh, did he not tell you?
She
He made
just.
a deal with the devil.
I did not make the deal with the devil. That was Meulen. Our Meulen. I got my eyes enchanted. It's a process called thaumaturgy. And he'll lift up his glasses. His eyes are normal. They're still the same hazel blue. It's kind of like when you look at people and you're able to read their auras.
You seem fine.
I am fine up until you see the mark of power on the eyes. It's a rune.
Hmm.
You'll have to ask Meulen about it.
It's terrifying, is what it is. And I can't stand it when you look at me.
That's because you're a nun.
And you made a deal with the devil.
I did not. Who's the devil?
None-ish.
What devil?
Once more, people around me end up cursed.
It's not a curse.
Feels like curse. Sounds like curse.
I am more than happy to go under any particular methodology that you have for detecting curses and or demons. And if I got devils in my eyes, by all means, let's address that at the time occurs. But for the time being, I don't hear voices. I don't see nothing crazy. And it's helped us already because I can see the magic runes when I'm using it.
This is fair. Simply was not expecting that to be a thing.
What, thaumaturgy?
Cursed eyes.
They're not cursed. They're not mummy eyes. Neither
Curses.
here nor there.
Can
Here.
be much more than just that.
True. But you gotta admit, stories about a gunslinger with demon eyes is definitely gonna be good penny dreadfuls.
It will be something.
How are we gonna get to the East End? Because I don't know the city very well.
I do.
Outstanding.
Archie's there.
Archie, where the fuck did you come from?
Just slunk
His
in.
mother.
Okay. We're there.
Not real. Not real.
We're
Not
at
real.
that level. Yeah.
Not real. It's not real.
It's
not real. Doesn't exist.
So
What?
aside
Hold-
from any updates or anything that specifically he will need to disclose, I'm sure he would just say that he's been visiting family. But with him being here, the cart or the wagon is available. He's pretty familiar with the East End as well. He has contacts.
He knows people.
He will say though. Hang on, I need to get appropriately northern. He'd be like, "Do you mean the East End of London, or do you mean the East End pub?"
Why the fuck would you name a pub after half the city? We want to do. Is the East End in the East End? Don't tell me the East End's in the West End.
Yeah, that'd be stupid. It's in the East End.
Why don't we start at the East End in the East End and work our way out from there?
He will say that he had to see his sister. He does look surprisingly refreshed from his slightly haunted look, shall we say, after stabbing the shit out of the ghoul the other evening. But yeah, he can drive you there. The cart or the wagon is parked out the front in Harris Street, as opposed to the secret entryway. So he will start heading back up that way.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Through the spooky house. As you arrive back upstairs and are about to leave the property, however, there will be an individual at the door, looking very kind of nervous, lost. He has a tall, very fashionable-looking wide-brimmed hat, a tailored suit, as say wire-rimmed glasses, and he will say, forgive me, I did knock, but there did not seem to be any answer. Miss Enid sent me to confirm your measurements for the garments that you'll be needing.
Motherfucker.
You are in need of dresswear for a function?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. If I can take but a moment of your time, we will be able to accommodate you, I have no doubt. Miss Enid does send her apologies. She is otherwise engaged. But I will try to be as quick as I can. He'll spend a couple of minutes with everyone, taking note of measurements, any preferences on attire, although, in fairness, for the gents, it's pretty much just suited and booted. For the ladies, however, type, style, colours, accessories, please feel free to detail those or have a think about them, and they will take all of the details. And I thank you for your time. Apologies for the intrusion. I will see you in a couple of days with your garments.
Thank you.
And if you do need anything in the meantime, here is... he kind of looks at all of you. My card. It's for an address in Mayfair. Essentially, his name is Leslie. I need a surname. Leslie Smith.
Classic.
Sorry, Leslie Smythe.
I was just thinking that.
Who's in whose head now? Huh?
It's dark in here.
You two are tripping.
It literally just Leslie Smythe, Tailor of Mayfair, something along those lines. And he will get in his own little wagon and fuck off, leaving you to jump in your wagon with your buddies. Bye. Archie will say that it's going to be about an hour's ride to the East End, the pub, the East End, in the East End. So if there's anything you need to discuss on the way, it's fine.
Viadoma, do you have anything against brass or silver? I'm trying to be sensitive to your culture.
I have my locket.
Okay. No. Not if you have any. Do you have anything against it?
No. Sorry, I misheard.
Outstanding. Here, have this. And he holds out basically a burlap bag.
Okay. And she takes it and opens it.
And inside there's these two separate rings with large plates that curve, so that way they could almost be hair clasps. There's two sets of them, and there's this crisscross, almost like how you would crisscross a pie topping of leather straps. Yeah. And they're connected to each other, and there are little copper studs all along where each of those straps cross over each other. He said you can fight with your hands.
Oh. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
It's literally what I'm here to do. You don't have to thank me for doing my job. But I appreciate your appreciation.
Sorry, I'm still not used to people being so open.
Yeah, Americans are kind of rare around here, huh?
Decency is rare here.
Yeah. It's sad that you have to get that from a thief.
You should join the church.
Speaking of thieves, onward!
Right. Yes.
So as it turns out, the East End of London is not quite as east as I thought it was, but it's fine. Figure it out.
It's
kind
actually
of,
south.
It's kind of like central almost.
Yep.
So it's fine. It's actually on the map. It's mainly Whitechapel. So if you're looking at the map, it's kind of like this area here. So it is still a trek away from where you guys currently are, but it's essentially very close to the Tower of London and that kind of like where there's like a dip in the river, like just north of that is actually the East End. The pub in particular is located near the river. There's a series of docks not too far from Tower Bridge as it goes. And the pub in question, in fact, is quite close to Tower Bridge. You can see it towering over the Thames nearby. The pub itself, not too fancy. Quite a traditional wood and kind of that white finish. Very old looking pub. With EE on the sign above the door. You'll pull the cart up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to you if you head inside.
Well, first of all, I want to know what time of day it is.
Well, Archie would have been back early afternoon, so given it would take you maybe a couple of hours to get, or at least an hour to get here, I would say you're probably looking around 5-6 p.m.
Oh, not unheard of. All right, Clara.
Not too late, but you know, late enough.
He said he'll look off at the East End, specifically keeping his eyes on the East End. Clara, do you feel anybody looking at you kind of funny?
Do I feel anything?
Only when you look at Silas.
Nope. Just you.
Outstanding. And he'll go blip a blip a blip. How do we want to do this? Go inside, take a look around, see what's going on.
It would seem the most efficient.
Outstanding. I'm gonna take one quick lap around the block. You all be nice and happy and careful. Feel free to have a drink and have a look around.
Clara will stay very close to the dome, not feeling safe without a man present. And...
Oh, Archie's there.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
He didn't. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Never mind. Just ignore that.
You hear that, Archie? You ain't a man. What the
You
fuck?
ain't no man.
He doesn't have a gun in every single possible spot of his body.
Including a rifle in places where they can't go.
Prison rifle?
Prison rifle.
Yeah. Call it a long leg. Silas will take a walk around the block just to looking for hobo signs and things like that.
Okay. Do you want to give me, you can either just give me a perception roll, which is the
Which plus composure, I think?
Yeah, wits composure, sorry. Or you could give me investigation if you're looking for, like, if you're specifically searching for hobos or...
No. Well, when I say hobo signs, it's just signs that things that aren't supposed to be there that are of alerting things.
Okay, yep.
We're not going to spend a willpower this.
Okay.
I got good eyes.
Mm-hmm. You do now. So you will have a little look around. There's no real like, you see that there's alleyways around here. There is a large kind of grate in the middle of the road that leads to clearly some sewers or something, as well as it looks like some kind of storage area underneath one of the... Oh, okay. Underneath the archway, or one of the archways on the bridge nearby as well. Outside of that, there's nothing that kind of really draws your eye, so to speak.
So, underside of the middle of the road, but one on the underside of the bridge.
It's like so I don't know if they have them over there, but a thing that they do here, if the arches and the spans of bridges are big enough, they'll fill the space with like a workshop or storage or stuff like that, so that the space is utilized essentially. And there's kind of like an old like wooden fronted like storage garage underneath the nearby arch.
That is really clever.
Mm-hmm.
Wasted space.
Yeah,
okay.
We have to utilize the space. There's not a lot of... we don't have as much of it as you guys.
It's an island. We will pull out our Nokia 3220 and send a text message to the group.
Okay. Who I don't think they've gone in, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll head back and alert the group via the power of exposition, the two entrances to the underbelly in the area. My guess is the middle of the road is not a great place for a clandestine entry, but the one under the bridge is absolutely primo for clandestine entry.
Alright. This is good to know.
Mm-hmm.
At least we have thoughts.
Yeah, I'm allowed one a day, so...
Give yourself not near enough credit.
Yeah. It's always fun when people underestimate me. Would you like to have a look inside the bar? Just get a quick drink, have a look-see, look, see if anything's weird, and then carry on. Maybe we can go under the belly after we find out there's nothing in there.
Could be efficient if someone does stand out. If one of you may speak to them long enough for me to get an idea of what could be happening.
Well, I am not trained in the arts of conversation, but I can yap at somebody a lot.
This is all it would take.
That's not a problem. Besides, I've got that exotic accent, so a lot of people like listening to it. I don't know.
If only it were so easy for the rest of us.
Give it time.
They hear mine and immediately think I'm going to steal their horse and curse their line.
See, I think I hear your voice and I think engine, but that's just me.
You'll have to explain that one to me later.
I will be happy to do so. Onward!
Yeet. Ye old Victorian yeet.
A yeet.
Heading inside, have a drink, have a look around. If
Okay.
anything doesn't jump out at us, awesome.
If it does, also awesome.
When you say jump out, are you just having a glance around, or essentially you just having a little perception check around to see if anything stands out? Or are you going Super Saiyan?
I plan to be there long enough to get myself 2 scoops of black stuff and get a nice little look around.
Okay.
So,
My brother,
Good ol-
what?
pint of Guinness and a good look around.
No, trust me, I followed, but it just made me giggle. Trust me, my Irish ass followed.
The place is pretty busy as it goes. Lots of people, like, I don't mean this in a nasty sense, but there's lots of kind of like dirty people here. We got to remember, like, a lot of people, especially in this area, are like working in factories, working in a lot of soot-filled environments. There's a lot of smoke in the city. Like, things generally speaking aren't all that clean, and this area is no real exception. So there's a lot of kind of run-of-the-mill people who, you know, show signs that they've clearly been very busy, active. Don't get me wrong, they're not minors. They're not coming in with like blackface or anything like that, but they are definitely smudged. And
Got the black lung, Dad.
I fucking love Zoolander, by the way. It's so good. You can certainly have have a look around, and see if anything does stand out. Feel free to give me old perception checks.
Now, Zhang, I'm going to say, Kelly, I will not be activating the eyes because, one, this is a very old establishment. It is a highly social establishment. There are things here that'll be like, what?
Huh?
You can see me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
don't...
That's just wit's composure, yes?
Yes, it is.
Whee!
Okay, nice. There's a couple of groups of people who are kind of huddled together, and they, like, at first glance they wouldn't necessarily stand out, but it does appear to be kind of like there's like a weird mix of people that you probably wouldn't associate socializing together. You know, there is perhaps an individual who's dressed in a suit and perhaps looks like he's a fellow at a college, who's drinking with someone who looks as though they possibly work on the docks nearby, who's also sat with someone who's clearly a factory. Like, there's little bits that they don't necessarily look as though they fit the same social standing to be socializing together, should we say.
Does my ectoplasm indicator, aka chloride, go off?
She will get a bit of an itch as she walks into this place. Briefly. And I can't remember the specifics of what the power entails when it is a certain type.
To my knowledge, she knows when supernaturals are looking at her, but she only is precisely aware of vampires.
Yeah. So they'll be able to tell you that the individual that was looking at them definitely was upstairs.
Oh, so she knows their location.
Yep.
Okay.
And says individual, not Strigoi, so it's probably not a vampire.
Oh, sorry. It specifically tells them if it is a vampire?
I thought that's what it was, but I could be incorrect.
So they will walk in, they will get the tingle that something's looking at them, look up and see a very pale individual briefly locks eyes with them before moving out of sight. The upper level of the bar is very, very much a ye olde D&D tavern type affair. There is like the next floor up has kind of like an open area on the middle that allows them to look down.
Nice. It's got a little barrier balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, how the fuck do they go there? Do they have bottle service up there?
It appears to just be rooms.
Right. So, what do we want to do about that?
Well, if we know what they are, that is one thing. If we decide to speak to them, I would be able to tell if they were being not truthful, but I cannot make much help elsewise.
I mean, we are owners. Our job is to kill things like that, so...
We can try, I suppose. That is big to take by ourselves, no?
And, to my knowledge, it's a big one. The hard part is we don't have a social network that enables us in order to call in big wigs. We are the big wigs. So, I'm perfectly happy to confront just about anything on this planet. But if I don't have the backup, I won't blame you. What's going on in your head?
As I say, I'm willing to try, but I do not know how useful I will be.
Hey, a lie detector's good enough for me.
It's fair. I can also hopefully tell if something in the conversation goes sideways and they decide they want to fight.
Hey, forewarning is powerful. So let's say that we're going to go have a conversation with him, see if we can't get some knowledge, some tactical information. Keep in mind, I'm not a good conversationalist. I'm a good yapper. But let's not aim to fight this thing. If it starts getting rowdy, we start making our exit. How's
This
that
is fair.
sound? Outstanding.
Still terrifying, but fair.
Okay.
Guess we're gonna go fucking talk to a vampire by ourselves.
You will make your way upstairs. The four of you. I'm assuming I'm just going to assume that the two that are absent are just following along with you.
God, I hope so, because otherwise this is a bad idea. It's probably a bad idea anyway.
I am the king of bad ideas.
I am just a very confused gypsy.
Crazy fucking American. Gonna get us killed.
Fucking God, Joe.
You head upstairs. You will notice that this entire floor, despite downstairs being quite busy, seems to be quiet. There doesn't seem to be that many people. You hear some, let's say, you hear some ladies of the night plying their particular trade behind some of the closed doors on this level. But you saw the individual move out of sight to the other end of this area. So you make your way around. There are a couple of doors. One appears to lead to a stairwell that goes up. The other doors seem to be bedrooms that are currently not occupied.
I will be burning a willpower on the way up. Make sure I got the sunglasses on.
Okay.
Because not being patient, I got one down. Do.
The stairwell that leads up is a very narrow affair. Like it's old. The stairs are very uneven, and it is super narrow. Like you can go up it without too much of a problem, but it's very claustrophobic, and leads out onto the roof of this particular building. At the far end of the roof, there is a man. He has long, dark hair, and as you step out onto the roof, you get a waft, should we say, of this sickly sweet smell. The gentleman will stop, peering over the side of this roof, and will turn around to address you. Is there a reason why you all follow me here?
Mighty fun evening for a walkabout, isn't it?
Quite. You can all give me the pair of you give me another perception roll. Okay.
Oh no!
Silas, you will notice as he's addressing you, you will basically observe a fly kind of crawl from underneath his hair and kind of crawl over his eye, disappearing down behind it.
Is there any sense that is on the supernatural side or the physical side of things?
You can't distinguish between. You just see this eye literally like walk across the surface of his eye. He doesn't seem to blink or mind it, and it kind of just goes under, like it basically goes into his eye socket. Like.
I'm afraid that I got a couple questions. I think you might be the only person who's got the right answer. It's so hard to find people who are knowledgeable nowadays.
Quite. He'll kind of look up at the sort of the dark grey skies. It's not quite nighttime yet, but it's certainly not daytime anymore. It's overcast.
London.
Welcome to the UK, London. Right? Like it is what it is. I could answer questions for you. What exactly would be in my interest to do so?
Before we get to that, just to make sure, I don't want to be rude. You're not going to... It's not hurting you to be out here, right? I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
He will glance up at the sky once more, very briefly, and smile and say, "No more than you, my friend."
Yeah, that's what I got the shades for. They're really nice. You ever in the market for some, I can make you some. But shall we at least
suffer the same affliction as you?
Yeah, true that. So, make a nice, easy agreement. No hostilities. Couple questions. We all walk away from this nice, happy, and alive, right?
That depends entirely on the nature of your questions and how long you continue to entertain me.
I am a very entertaining individual. So, let's cut to the chase here, because I'm not the most delicate of individuals in our group. I'm more of the crass one. So, I'm on a search for information in regards to it, and most lately I've been thinking about the alphabet, and there's one particular letter, which is a bit of a sculled I, and I'm having trouble finding information about that. And I'd love to get more enlightenment and remove this curse of ignorance upon myself.
Kind of like roll me a persuasion roll, by the way, which could be a presence, persuasion, manipulation. Yeah, I think manipulation works as well.
As I said, I am not good at this. And what skill are we attaching to this?
So a presence or manipulation, and I think persuasion is that.
Can I swap this out a little bit?
Okay, sell it to me.
I would like to argue
Sell it.
You don't assume a bear to be intelligent, but you do assume a bear to be extremely dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like a good bear, nice bear. My goal is to utilize intimidation, not in a "fuck you, I'm gonna kill you," as in this fucker's very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But he also said that we get to walk away alive. So let's just solve this problem and walk away without a fight.
Okay.
And I think the way that I'm going to portray this physically, because he's not dumb. He's going to walk up, but he's going to have his hands out in such a way as he's keeping his hands away from some very big firearms. Like, I'm letting this guy see my palms, but clearly showing that I'm armed to the teeth. And
so I would
know
say it's definitely a presence, but I could say yes. That you're not trying to intimidate into submission. You are just trying to show that
this guy's dangerous.
He's not the only dangerous thing in the room.
Yeah, the bear's not the only thing with teeth, right? Is kind of the vibe. Yep, I understand. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
But I'm also being very honest that if he's not going to fight, I'm not going to fight. And because I don't normally spend willpower, I'll spend another one just so that way I can get +3.
2 willpower in a scene?
Damn, that's getting spicy.
I gotta look something up real quick because I have a lot of stuff when it comes down to my specialty. Larceny, theft.
Who is it Enid's the charismatic one again?
Yeah.
The charismatic investigator that is absent. That one. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Walking up, hands out, not afraid. Let's try. Hiya! 1 success!
Hey,
Fuck!
it's something.
Where did that come from? Was that in the willpower?
As you approach, he will kind of be like, you can see he's observing you. He seems very at ease. You get closer, and that initial waft of that sickly, sweet smell is definitely coming from him. And it is a little bit stronger now that you're closer. And he will say, "That is far enough." And he'll kind of like stop and lick his lips, lest you and I be having a different conversation.
As he approaches, Wadoma will be slightly behind him and just off to one side. Just kind of chilling.
Yep. I assume that Archie will be
close.
there as well, as will Clara, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I have to
feels
be close
comfortable.
because I need a full minute of uninterrupted staring
I understand. Yep.
to activate this.
Whatever feels most comfortable for you, good sir. Now, if you don't mind, do you know anything about a scold I? The letter I is in me, myself, and I. Been seeing this marking around quite a bit.
I am familiar with it.
I'm being very rude. Let me apologize for 1 second. You may call me Arthur Morgan Pendragon. I'm a bit of a gunsmith around the area.
He'll kind of like raise an eyebrow. Something of a historian.
passing interest. If you don't know where you came from, you're doomed to repeat it, after all. Only a fool wouldn't look to history.
You may call me Ren.
Ren, it is my pleasure to meet you, and I apologize for not asking your name first. That is very rude of me.
What is your interest in this symbol?
It keeps crossing my desk, and much as a fruit fly buzzing over your food, you kind of want to know why it's there so you can, not cause more problems than you're worth. Plus, also, I hate feeling ignorant about things, and I know there's a lot in this world I'm ignorant about. Would you help to alleviate this curse of ignorance for me, good sir?
He kind of like slightly tilt his head, almost like a dog would when you're giving it instruction. It would seem that you are not unfamiliar with, let me think, how do you put it? The masquerade, that which is beyond the veil. The symbol you so seek is an organization that exists within a society that is a part of your world, yet hidden at all times.
Outstanding. Do go on, sir.
Tell me, what is it you have done to so wrong the Invictus?
Invictus, not the name I was thinking. Well, since we're being honest here, there's been some people turning up dead. Lots of corpses, and corpses get messy. Now,
You will find many in a similar state if you wish to pursue them.
indeed. And I thought leaving bodies behind was a breach of etiquette. Leaving steaming piles on somebody's front lawn is not a good idea.
There are those that overindulge and indeed do leave behind things that should not be, but it is not my responsibility to clean up after them.
Right. So is there an official that I can talk to that would address the grievances of people leaving corpses on the front lawns that we have to take care of? I want to do things the right way, after all. I don't want somebody shitting on my front lawn to force me to shit on yours. That's disrespectful.
Oh, I claim no such lawn as my own. I'm merely passing through.
Oh, you're not from London.
No.
Outstanding. So you're, what, a traveling scholar? Or
Tell me, these corpses you claim are being left and abandoned. Where exactly did you find them?
Be honest with you, since, again, we're being honest here, that'd be the morgue. It was brought to my attention directly there.
And what were their symptoms?
Abrasions, lacerations, contusions. I would have to say it looked like they were mauled by a great beast, which the footprints and paw prints would very much coincide.
Oh.
Now, let's be honest, you all are very good at hiding yourselves, so, looking for leads where you can find them.
I would say, it'll kind of like slow blink, and you'll see again a fly running across his eye, although this time you see it on the inside of his pupil. I believe,
Question.
dear fellow, you are barking up the wrong tree.
Well, I would agree with you if not for the fact that I keep seeing that eye with a skull when we track down the culprit. Like, we know who it is. It's just that we keep seeing leanings going multiple different directions, and I don't want to cause trouble for the wrong peoples. Get me? I hope I don't come across as pretentious.
If you seek that which mauls and leaves footprints, then you would do well to follow the smell of wet dog. You'll look down to the street below. The stench of it is quite overwhelming.
And Silas is going to take off his glasses and look at him directly. And where would I go to find that kind of a pack? They might be on the streets, but... And I still do want to know who of your people I would need to talk to in order to address grievances. After all, my purpose here is to dispel the curse of ignorance.
I do not know the status of the current ruling order in this city.
Just passing through, as you said.
But there is... It kind of like... You see him take like a... his nostrils flare slightly, and there is a brief look of disgust across his face. The stench of one of those creatures. I'm surprised that one such as you could not pick up on it. Or perhaps I am mistaken.
I've been blind to what I've been hunting. My apologies.
What you are describing does not sound like one of mine.
So we're dealing with a defector? Do y'all deal with the RAR?
The RAR?
Uh-huh.
He'll kind of like slow blink and look up at you, and it's like, I try my best to avoid them. Mindless abominations.
I'm gonna do something ignorant. And I'm gonna say something, and I apologize if this causes you any kind of trouble. But nothing risked, nothing gained, right? If the thing that I'm hunting is one of the canines of that stench you do so speak of, what could your people possibly offer to suppress that change? And what is that dark gift my dear quarry has been offered?
Dark gift.
Indeed, I can make assumptions, but you are definitely more intelligent than I am on this subject. And I truly do hold to my word. As long as you don't get hostile, I plan to walk away from this without any harm to you. You've been most gracious so far.
The dark gift can refer to many things.
Mm-hmm.
But if so written, I assume in relation to your symbolic request, I can but assume that it would be the gift of being embraced.
One of them embraced. That's not good. Even I see that.
Though I admit that I have not heard of such a thing. I believe that the two don't mix.
That will be most interesting.
Vadoma will kind of, like, lean so that her face is behind Silas's shoulder, and just... Could that be what Hyde is working on?
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Finding a way to mix both, to find the best of each, to become apex among predators.
That will be one hell of a fight. Is this... Would that make a problem for you and your people if someone were to mix the two?
My friend's not a problem for me. I will be
Yeah.
long removed from this place.
Is there anything that I can do for you as a gesture of goodwill? I realize your kind and my kind, and he winks at him, don't get along a whole lot, but I want to honor truth where truth is spoken.
It would kind of like give you this almost predatory grin. It would say, "Oh, if I had not already eaten this evening, I would invite you for a meal, or perhaps join me for dinner."
I dare say that I would not do you that disservice, because people like me, now that blood burns a little hot. But how about we shake on it?
I am gonna go ahead and burn willpower to activate aura reading.
And that's why I kept talking.
Oh, I was just gonna let you have it. I was just letting you roll. What is his composure?
2 seconds. A 2.
Okay. Burning my last willpower to do this.
Again?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna have to make another pit stop. Oh, please work.
That's what those touchdowns are for.
Okay, well. So, I can at least ask one question.
You can.
I guess the easiest one is just, has he been truthful with everything that he has given us?
Yes.
Yeah, and she'll kind of look up at Silas and just give him a nod. And just through words between us.
Silas will offer his hand. Let us part ways with no violence.
He's a couple of meters away from you, and he will, from where he is stood, he will reach up as if to shake your hand, and then almost as if you blink, he's right in front of you. Like the speed is almost instant, and he is there. It might shake you a little bit to begin with, but he will take your hand, and you feel...
I'm pretty sure Vadoma squeaks.
You will feel this very... It's almost like touching a cold rubber feeling of sort of sensation from his hand. There is no warmth there, and that smell is now overwhelming.
I have an important question, saying. What is he attempting to look for anything in this particular instance? Is he looking to gain any information from me specifically? And if so, what is that? If not, okay.
No, I think he's quite content with what has been shared.
Okay. As he shakes my hand in full arrogance, I will then hand him something that was in his pockets previously. In good faith.
He will reach forward and take the locket from your hand. You would do well to show more caution around my kind. Not all are so accommodating.
You have been very gracious. I agree with that. Absolutely. Enjoy your night, sir.
He will step back and turn to look at you. Tell me one thing.
Ask your question.
Did you find your Meulen, or did they find you? He'll smile and step off the side of the roof.
And as he's stepping off, technically neither.
I found her.
As it works out, we need to get moving. Because there's something on its way. And he puts his sunglasses back on. And I can't turn this off for a bit.
It means something on their way.
He was talking about the stench of werewolves.
It sounded like he said that was already here, perhaps downstairs.
Maybe. I got the eyes going, so if we go downstairs, I'll probably see that motherfucker. And every fucking ghost who's ever came back here. Ho ho ho, I'm dead. Might as well go for another one at the pint.
Your aura thing,
Yes.
is it just on for the scene now, or do you need to spend a minute looking at every subject? Or is it just the minute to activate said aura?
It's a minute to an uninterrupted moment of staring, but
No pictures. No pictures. Your brain's about to get fried, depending on your answer.
potentially.
Insert picture of Vadoma just rotating in a microwave.
It looks like it has to be. I would assume it has to be activated each time, but let me.
Yeah, it sounds like you need to spend a minute staring at something to
Like a time.
to get it. Yeah.
But
You
I
wouldn't
leave it
just
up
walk
to
into
you
a
if,
room
for
and-
the sake of the scene if it's on, but I leave that to and I just can't ask any more questions. Like I don't get that benefit. And because my brain is like, if that's the case, this is a learning opportunity for me. Because if there is something else down there, I now have seen a mage. I have seen a ghoul. I have seen a actual vampire. I'm starting to be able to differentiate between what aura is what, because I'm seeing more different auras.
By the wording of this, it looks like it's a power that's always on, but you only get information if you burn the willpower.
Yeah, it
Oh,
seems.
well, shit.
It would seem like you because
It's just I activate it to dig deeper.
because it might. Well, the fact that you use the subject's composure, it implies that it's a specific target.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have just like, I can see everyone's aura at all times. I think it's literally just, I'm gonna check this guy out and focus and see what that is. So that's fine for the scene. You've got what you need to know. I'm not gonna blast your mind with, you go downstairs and the room is filled with auras. Because in theory everyone would have an aura,
because
right?
I would use I mean, like I said, that's fine. I would just use it as a learning opportunity.
That's fine.
Be like, okay, shit, this is what normal people look like.
Okay.
Don't look me in that. Don't look me in the eye. No pictures.
So yeah, back downstairs.
And I'm having the looky loos right now. I'm waving my empty pint around, just happy as happy can be. Looking, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I will state, if anything can read minds, Silas going, the whores are probably vampires. I know it.
Give me a perception roll there, please, Silas.
Turn off presence. It was wits plus composure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the eyes give any bonus to that, or it's just. Oh no, wait, they're just like windows into the other realm.
Yeah.
Submit. 3 successes.
As you're glancing around, those tables, and there are, I think, 4 of them, where they have a couple of people who look as though they're socially mismatched, so to speak. They all have on the back of their hands a faintly glowing, stylized skull marking. It looks almost like almost like a burn kind of marking, as if made with a brand. But you definitely didn't notice that on their hands when you came in.
That's because I didn't have my burning eyes at the moment. I will point that out to the group via the powers of exposition.
So in total, you reckon there's maybe 15 of them around this place?
So, I will be happy to point out those particular individuals amongst the group. Is there any non-supernatural identifying cohesive marking other than the skulls?
On the people? No.
Now that we have all the markings and we can see those, it's like, there's nothing amongst these people that are at all. That means they can probably see it, or they just know each other. Would you like to confront them? Right now, I think most of our group is currently in La La Land, so I think actually picking a fight with these individuals would not be the most prudent course of action at this moment.
You're also outnumbered.
Severely.
I got enough bullets.
More than 3 to 1.
That just means I gotta go 9 to 1, so that way the others got a chance.
Did you say yay or nay on whether or not I could still kind of get like a haze of things at the moment? Or no?
You know what? Give me a perception, as well.
It might be considered an aid another for her. Hey, look at that. He's got a thing on his hand.
Your help will remove the negative modifiers that would be imposed.
Excellent. I appreciate that. You are just top notch.
1.
I don't know what the color for people is offhand, but
I haven't set it up in my head yet because it's determined.
So we'll
but
say
I'm working on it.
We'll say that. Well, it says in the thing that vampires are a pale aura. These auras are all various hues of red.
Like uniformly?
Silas is also red-ish. The rest of your group are, we'll say, people are yellow.
Oh, them
The-
motherfuckers are augmented.
The vampire was a pale aura.
Yeah. Oh. They look more like you than me.
Yeah, the only thing weird about me is the augmentation.
And that I would say there is something within them as well. Because the rest are gold. You are red? More orange. You're in between. But they
Yeah.
have reds. So not people, but not like what we just spoke to on the roof.
Yeah.
Nor Eleanor. Nor the ghoul.
So this is something else entirely. It seems like we have this weird intersection of demons, werewolves, and vampires. They're just trying to make some sort of super monster. So what would you like to do? Because we know that this is Invictus territory, most likely, with all the skulls.
Don't even know what that means.
Oh, he's just a society of vampires. And he talks like he's like gives information he didn't just get. 15-1, I'm sure that I can take out 5 of them before they take me down.
I think perhaps regrouping is wise.
That's a very good idea. Plus, also, we can look underneath at the bridge.
Yes.
See?
Yes. No. That. Yes.
Alright. Let me turn my mug back in and we'll call it a day. Wink. Behind the sunglasses.
Okay.
I am Confucian.
So you head outside.
After turning my mug back in, you don't want to steal from the East End.
Mm-hmm. Are you heading to the sewer grate, or are you heading to the sort of the boarded up archway?
I think the bridge is more likely because if you rip up a grate in the middle of the street, you're going to hear, "Wait, wait, wait, what are you doing?"
It's a bit awkward.
But
yeah.
Yeah, the bridge is a lot less awkward. But it's also probably warded like a motherfucker, too. And I see you chat, wards are canon, we know about them. So,
Okay.
bridge is best.
You make your way over to the bridge. It's not far at all. A couple of minutes walk, if that. And you get to the arch that is boarded. There is a door. The boards aren't particularly well maintained. You can just about make out the flicker of candlelight inside through the gaps.
Remove the sunglasses and take a look.
Not much inside. A couple of crates here and there, sort of scattered about, broken. And in the stonework of the arch, there is a doorway with a series of stairs that lead down.
Doorway off to the left, series of stairs. Give me 1 second, I'll get these boards out.
Okay.
I mean,
And he will take
there
us-
is a door that you could just
Oh, shit. Yeah. Is it locked?
think of it like so you know how on like barn doors or garage doors you have like the big wooden doors that you can kind of just open the whole thing up, but there's also like the smaller people-sized door in it.
Huh?
That's the door that you see like in the water. It's like the people-sized door is there, and yeah, it's open up, like you can open it.
Yeah. Open it slightly, look, then open all the way if clear.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anyone inside.
Because grenades were a thing back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they were.
Step in, look up.
You see the arch of stone above you.
Just making sure there might be some frog motherfucker that latched onto the ceiling.
Oop.
Right.
I
Clear
put
the area.
Pocket Frog in there specifically for you.
Yeah. We sweep the room, double check, then head to the door.
Okay. You head over. There is a candle just next to the door on like a little metal sconce. Looks as though it's almost run out, but the stairs do seem to lead down, and it's like, I mean, it smells like a sewer. Like it's not pleasant. You're welcome to begin your descent down.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just
Sure.
keeping our eyes out for werewolf, vamp, demon sign, apparently. Hereby dub this the menagerie hunt.
Okay. It's dark down there.
I'm good. It's
You're
very
okay.
bad.
Yep.
It's very, very, very bad to take a torch down there.
You have don't your devil eyes give you dark vision essentially?
Yeah, I could just see.
Yeah.
So, we'll dig through the toolkit and find a flashlight that doesn't use. I'm going to use the word flashlight because
Like
torch has the connotations of fire.
like a hooded lantern.
Yeah.
Something that doesn't expose flame to the gas.
Yeah.
Sewers are explosive.
Very.
Whatever doesn't get us
Kaboom.
blown up.
I mean, like a hooded lantern would probably be safe enough.
Yep. As long as I hear the GM say, "Yeah, it's safe," and you're not going to explode all of London.
It's fine. Yeah, we'll go with it.
Yeah, Hunter's destroyed East End.
You'll make
the
your way
last thing we
down,
need.
and there is I'm going to say there's about a foot of water in the bottom of these sewers. They are mostly circular in nature, but there is a bit of a walkway, and I'm conscious of the time, so we'll just speed this up a little bit. There is a path that you can follow. There'll be like a rickety kind of wooden bridge. The sewer smells bad. There is rats, other rodents down here. There's like slimy, miscellaneous, unknown fungi kind of growing on some of the walls. And
Tasty.
you will, after, I'm going to say maybe after about 15-20 minutes of kind of moving around down here, you will be alerted to the sound of chains clinking.
Mm.
If you could all give me a perception check as well.
I hear something.
I don't know how back Lime is, so I'll take it.
I'm here. Hi.
Okay.
What am I rolling again?
Wits
Sorry?
composure.
Wits composure. Wits composure. Roll, you cunt. Roll.
Okay, nice. Well, Silas, Verdoma, along with the sound of these chains clinking, you will be able to hear like a low, heavy growl, and the somewhat violent sloshing of water as opposed to the constant dripping, kind of running, murky water sounds that you would hear in the sewer regular. It's coming from perhaps 2 or 3 tunnels further ahead.
I am
Honed in
so
on the
happy.
sound.
So happy I made silver bullets. Well, seems like we got some hunting to do. Are we ready?
Never.
Pull out several knives.
Do you know how to shoot a gun?
Me.
because I got the air rifle, but the 6-shooter uses combustion. The air rifle doesn't.
I've used one before.
Here you go. Keep in mind that these aren't silver. I'm going to be using the other one.
Okay.
And he hands you a box. Like a 30-pound box of bullets.
Jesus.
Just
I've been busy.
offhand. What if this isn't something that needs to be hunted and it needs help?
I like the way you're thinking. Let's go ahead and see what it is, but I'm still going to maintain the idea that I don't want to be bitten by this thing. So let's move forward and do some recon. Thank you for keeping us on the straight and narrow.
Did not realize this is what I was doing, but you're welcome.
We will proceed for recon.
You continue through the sewers. The sounds getting louder and louder until finally you turn the corner and you see, marked out initially in the shadows, the large beast-like form of a werewolf, a hulking creature, half human, half beast, snarling and pulling against these chains that shackle it to the walls around the sewer. It looks at you as you approach and lets out a long, drawn-out howl.
Motherfucker, that's really fucking loud. This is sewer. Stop, 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 stop. Ow, 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 ow.
Ah, my ear holes. Ah.
But unfortunately, that's where we're gonna have to end things today.
You're a bitch!
Shank, 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 shank,
We are
shank.
out of time. We'll pick this up next week.
This means I get to know what a werewolf looks like to the demon eye.
The first thing we will be doing next session is making I want to say Battle Shock, but that's not what it's called. Battle Shock 40k. It's the
Lunacy.
No, it's the
Oh, we do need to do lunacy. That is definitely something we have to do.
Actually, we're hunters.
Humanity or something. It's whatever that one is. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, yeah,
that will be next session. So, very quickly before we do wrap up, you did get a singular crit, I think, this session, which is your group beat. Please also drop me a DM with who your choice. Excuse me a second. Excuse me. With who your nomination for the table beat is. Chat, thank you for being here with us. If you could like, share, subscribe, usual YouTube. Oh, excuse me, platitudes. But also, drop a comment down below for who you think is deserving of a beat, and they will get a community beat at the start of next session. That's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for being here, persevering. We've had a bit of a weird table today. Hopefully the distractions have been less from my perspective and more everyone else, but it's been good. We've managed to progress again, 2 for 2 in terms of that for sessions, which is great. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. As always, it is very much appreciated. That's going to be it for today. We should be back on Friday with some more Out of the Abyss shenanigans. So until then, please do take it easy. And as always, if it's easy, take it twice. Cheers, guys. Have a good week.